What's up, people? First of all, peep the old school Box Talk hoodie. Fucking hell. History there, history. Can you imagine if Box Talk was still going? Fuck me, we would dominate. I'm not joking, I think me and Ryan would seriously dominate. Especially when I see some of these other YouTubers. No disrespect, I'm a YouTuber myself, but I think me and Ryan will take over. Anyway, that's not what the video is about. The video is about Canelo signing to Dazn. Now, I did do a video 2 weeks ago when the Rocky Fielding Canelo fight was mentioned. I was like, where is this fight going to take place? Right? I knew it was going to be probably a one-fight deal, but I was thinking, could it be on Showtime? Could it be on ESPN Plus? Could it be anywhere? I mean, Dazn was obviously an option. And not only is this fight taking place on Dazn, which is huge news when it comes to the sign-ups, but Canelo has signed, I think I read something like a 10-fight, I think it must be wrong, 10-fight, $365 million deal. That can't be correct. That's ridiculous, man. It can't be correct. It can't be. I'm going to have to reread that. But I swear I read it somewhere that Canelo has signed something stupid like that. Now, if that is the case, Dazn has literally gone from to... They've literally gone, if you're an English person, from non-league to the top of the Premier League. It's like they've had that Manchester City money injection, because that is crazy. Look, let's be honest, Eddie Hearn has struggled to get the names that he wanted to sign up. There were talks early that he was just going to offer people bucket loads of money and they were all going to sign. Remember kind of what Al Heyman did 5 years ago, where everyone literally just started to sign to Al Heyman. I thought that could be the same for Dazn, and it literally has not happened, right? There were rumours about the Charlo brothers. No. Broner laughed it off. Spence kind of said, I don't need your help. There was talk about Gervonta Davis recently. Floyd Mayweather seemed to shut that shit right down. Pac-Man, no. Furman, no. And we've kind of been left with Andrade and Vargas. And everyone's like, okay, this isn't quite working in terms of this huge leap into the American market. We need someone. We need a marquee. Well, you've got the biggest. In terms of the American market, you've got the biggest you can get. And not just the biggest in the sense that, you know, he's number one and number two is close. No, he's number one and number 2, 3, 4, and 5 are not even close. Canelo is by far the biggest name in American boxing. By far. And they've got him. So the sign-ups now are going to be through the roof. They will be. Especially for this Rocky Fielding fight. They'll be through the roof. Especially because of the way in which he won against Golovkin. Everyone was like, okay, that was probably one of his best performances. Even though it was a close fight, it was still one of his best performances. So Canelo is riding a wave right now, and Dazn have just jumped on this wave for $365 million. Again, I don't know if that figure's correct. It probably does sound a bit crazy. I wouldn't think it is correct, but you never know, right? Their pockets seem to be very, very deep. Understand what Dazn are doing right now. Dazn have just entered this boxing thing, right? They're not HBO, they're not ESPN, they're not Showtime, they don't have a history of boxing. They are set to take over the boxing landscape after 4 months. And people might say, oh, Adi, it's a bit of an exaggeration. Maybe, but the fact remains they have the number 1 and 2 boxers in the world right now signed up to them. AJ and Canelo. AJ literally is the biggest force in boxing on this side of the pond. Canelo is the biggest force in boxing on that side of the pond. They've got both of them. And they're the 2 biggest by a landslide. No one can even get close to their numbers. Like, I can't even tell you who the 3rd biggest is. Who is the 3rd biggest boxer in the world financially? Don't know. Based on the fight of Canelo, it might be Golovkin. But I don't think Golovkin does good numbers. But obviously based on the money he earned for Canelo, that's how big these 2 are. They've got both of them. And let's not forget they added Usyk to this as well recently. So in 4 months, they've got number 1, number 2, and Usyk. When you've got number 1, number 2, and Usyk, you don't necessarily need number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't. You don't. They've got number 1 and 2, and those signups are going to go through the fucking roof. So again, I don't believe that 10-fight, $365 million. I mean, I just can't believe it. But I wouldn't be shocked, right? I wouldn't be... Yes, I would be. I would be shocked. I would be very, very shocked. But regardless, what an amazing signing for Dazn. I don't think this kind of falls under the Eddie Hearn Matchroom signings, if that makes any sense. I think Dazn, Golden Boy, Oscar, Canelo will work separately, and Eddie Hearn will do his own thing. So I think it's almost a separate signing. So I don't want to give Eddie Hearn plaudits for this one. I don't think this has anything to do with Eddie Hearn. I think this is just Golden Boy going directly to Dazn and getting this deal. But regardless, right, Dazn are not caring. Dazn right now sit on their table And around their table they have Anthony Joshua, Usyk and Canelo. It's not bad at all, people.